I think then it, pulls out the interest in everybody. It's something that's unknown that you want to find out.
I say it's a fad, and I think it's going to die out because, let's see, probably because Star Wars was such an interesting film, and it turned people on, got people interested in science fiction, but I think as soon as, Star Wars, the big boom stops, everything will die down.
Well, they just think it's so neat. It's really far out or something.
Well, I don't know. It's kind of new. It's like when you're younger, your dad, mom, they had some, but science fiction, it's kind of different. I really don't like science fiction. I don't like to read science fiction, but some of the movies are pretty good, like Star Wars.
Cut! Oh, where's it coming from? Okay, hold it. Action. Cut. Okay, stop, fire.
I think we're keeping up with Logan's Run pretty well, but I don't know about our guns, Let me see the script a minute.
Here you go.
Have you done anything with the sound for him?
Greg and I were both members of the Star Trek Club, and when we decided to make a film, we wanted it to be science fiction because we both had interest in that area. All the events in our film lead up to the world of Logan's Run. We decided to call it Logan One since our film comes before Logan's Run.
The miniatures in Logan's Run kind of need some more work done on it, but I'm sure we'll manage work it out somehow.
We'll work it out. And what about the miniatures and the maze cars?
Those, yes. Well, they do need some work on them.
After viewing Logan's Run for, let's say, 7 or 8 times, we found out there are a lot of things that they never even explained in the film. Imagination's just kind of left to decide for yourself. And so we decided the best thing to do is go ahead and do something before all Logan's Run happens.
Yeah, well, we'll work it out somehow.
Don't worry, we'll manage.
I don't know. Whenever it slows down to go into the cities, hits this point, it messes up. I don't know if
when I designed and built the miniatures, I didn't really have much to go on. I knew what I wanted, basically, but it was just a matter of kind of getting the materials together and just putting the idea there. You couldn't draw it out because with the materials I work with, you couldn't really tell.
Just a wee bit.
Action.
Shooting it required a lot of tricky camera angles and a lot of little technical work. We had some of the problems keeping the camera up with the little car being pulled through the tube, getting the shot to look real.
Okay, action.
Working on the miniature set didn't create any problems any different than working on the full-size sets.
There's really no place where you can go on location and find a maze car. And so what do you do when you need one? You build it.
Mark's father really helped us out. He had one of these warehouses where he let us use one of them to build our sets in. And so we got our materials together that we had from leftover from other sets and other buildings and went in there and just started to construct.
Well, how's that look? You're going to be coming back from the fight in the first scene.
When we casted the film, we had about 5 different Logans. Greg got a hold of Mrs. Moore from school, and she happened to know Jay. And she asked him, and he said, yeah, sure, we'll do it.
Is everybody ready? Yeah. Okay, camera. And action. Cut. Perfect.
Very good.
Okay, it's going to be a rehearsal. Is everybody ready? Action.
Greg's had more experience with the camera than I have, and I just always wanted to be a director. So I said, okay, you can have the camera all to yourself, but I want to direct, and those were the 2 logical jobs,
Okay, hold on a second. That was great. That was good. But it wasn't quite right, so I'll be down in a second. I'll talk to you, okay?
Okay, that was pretty good. That was great, but there was a couple of things. Say when you come in, okay, get a little bit closer to the hand, right? And when you guys meet him, Mrs. Moore, you don't look at the camera, but you can't have your back to the camera, okay? Just sort of...
Well, we run into a few special problems when we try to coordinate a big scene with a bunch of different actors, because someone is always going to turn the wrong way or something, and actors blow lines and stuff, but we just keep reshooting it until it all comes together and works.
Can I have the extras over here a second?
You gonna cut after that then?
Yeah, just, and then we'll go to a cutaway shot. Okay, you extras, you're good. Just go a little bit faster, okay? Just maybe, 5 seconds before you should have, go, and everything will be fine, okay? Okay, let's try it again.
Have somebody who's not working as an extra get sound, and have somebody who's not working as an extra take the board.
Okay, look, all I want, or I'm asking, is to have the 2 of them are in costume, right? Have one of them take the script board, take a sign in the scene. Have the other one take the sound. Okay?
So you got them to do that?
No, you're the director. I suggested that because we're shooting this live, right? Shooting it.
Yeah, but this is going to be in the clip. I mean, this is...
Right.
You're shooting it for real. Okay? It's going to be a take. Camera. Action.
Hi, Samuel. Hi, Lori.
Okay, cut. How's it look?
Pretty good. We
Really?
have the same problem as we tried before.
The lights?
No, the lights are fine and everything's very good. We ought to have Logan come around, almost have the antenna pointed at the runner.
All right.
It's the same problem you have way over here, and the runner comes out. You
All
should
right.
cut them sooner.
Try once more. Everybody take their places.
In dealing with Mark and myself, getting along together and getting everything down pat exactly the way we want it, it's just a matter of good communication, which we usually don't have. It's there, but it's weak. And it's one area that if we ever make a film again, we got to work on. And who's doing what and knowing what's going on. And it's also hard to do when we do 1,000 jobs in one.
You ready, Greg?
Yeah, it's fine.
Start the camera. And action. Dave!
While shooting a chase scene, the most difficult thing we got to keep track of is the continuity.
Cut. Look good?
Very good.
Fine. Okay, in this shot, you're going to be chasing David around the corner, and eventually you're going to fire at him, right? So you guys start down here.
Especially in our kind of chase, dealing with just 2 actors, when they're both in and out of set all the time. It's kind of hard to keep track of them going from, let's say, on the screen from left to right or from right to left, keeping their same distance, their same costume, the same look on their face, look the same throughout all the scenes.
And you take off, okay? Okay, let's shoot it. Are you ready, Greg?
In the scene when we start.
All right. Yeah, okay, ready? Start the camera. Action.
A little bit.
Yeah.
There we go,
Good.
that's pretty good.
Okay. Stop. Right. Fire. Right there.
To do the special effects, we had to set the projector up and show the film on a piece of rear screen glass. And then we had to take whatever we were putting on the film and show it through a side projector. And you had to have everything exactly lined up.
And we did it basically because we were limited on money and the resources were at hand to try something like that. For the first bunch of tries, it hasn't come out real well, but as we work along, it gets better every time.
I like editing probably the best out of all the aspects of filmmaking because you can sit down and take time with it and you don't have anybody else to worry about. And you get to work with it the way you want until you have it right.
Okay, this piece goes on the end of those 2.
All right. Everything's going pretty smoothly today.
Yep. Yeah, we know.
Well, it's all threaded and ready to go.
Well, let's take a look at it.
Well, Logan, you got back to the city all right.
Yeah? Have you been waiting long?
No, we haven't.
Let's go to Carousel. I've only been there twice.
Why not? We can always go to the gardens. What do you say, Logan?
Okay, let's go. We have time.
I wonder what it feels like when your crystal starts to flash and you go on Carousel.
It shouldn't feel any different when your crystal changes from yellow to green or from green to red. Why should it?
Logan One, Samuel headquarters. Did you place a call?
Logan, you have a passport, runner.
Right, Logan One out. Hold it, runner. Runner.
I'll get the lights. Well, that's not too bad for just a rough cut. What do you think?
Oh, I think it's pretty good. The stuff we've shot so far, these little fine editing here and there, but you know, get kind of polished up and refined a little bit. But for all the things we've shot and done on, I think it's really good.
Well, speaking of the things we haven't shot, that Samuel headquarters tomorrow is going to be a real headache.
Awful lot of work, an awful lot to shoot.
When we started Logan One, we never knew that it was going to take as much work or as much time as it finally did. We just wanted to make a simple little movie.